Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Buffalo Bills and the Dallas Cowboys. They met in back-to-back Super Bowls in the 90s, and they're together again. The Cowboys and Bills are underway. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Allen going to look to throw on the first play. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
From the 17, Allen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing is Allen on third. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, and the very first play, they give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd and 7, Allen throwing middle, and it's complete. And the Bills are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Cook will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Taken in at the 3. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Cowboys. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Give to Cook out of the gun. And some room to work. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
And they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, force the incompletion.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 59 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Looking to throw. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Nice job. Nice patience right there. Put him on the right side. Let him work his way across. Put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. Open man, right side is Lamb. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 14. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Prescott. This will be caught by Brown. They'll give him 4 yards there. Down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll throw again. Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that, to end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Allen now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Well, in a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick 6, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Prescott on 1st down. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. Prescott now. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And now here is another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because...
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
The 71 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On third down, Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. 10th carry now for Elliott. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Prescott to throw on 4th. And my goodness, another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that there could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They run here with Singletary. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Singletary. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now Prescott on 4th down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a 1st down. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Elliott. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Allen working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to make it 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he's going to have the Bills first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
So the 4th down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40.
A give up the middle to Singletary. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Singletary again. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bills drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here's Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, you can see what they were trying to do, just send those guys out there to make a play, but that is a costly interception.
Yeah, that's kind of like the backyard. Everybody go deep, and let's see if we can find someone. 4 verticals in the route. Any other time of the game, I love the call. But here, you're not going to hold safeties, you're not going to hold corners with any looks because they know what the situation is, ends up throwing the interception.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. Well, Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Minnesota Vikings. Greg Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
They'll start the drive with Elliott.
he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 15 yards to start their first drive of the game.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go to Elliott again. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, Elliott.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 48 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a 1st down.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline. And look, they told us before the ballgame, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Following the interception, Cousins.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
But that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The 1st sack of the game for them comes on the 1st play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a 1st down now, playing behind the sticks.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Had to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The kick by Marr is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play fake. Cousins.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. First down, Vikings.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Justin Jefferson.
62 yards.
And the Vikings are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead.
Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Joseph now to kick this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Inside give to Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On third down, it's Prescott.
On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And they will rally and stop him short of first down. They get him to the ground at the 26.
Fourth down, Prescott. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. First down, here's the run with Cook.
Down to the 22-yard line.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, Cousins.
He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that.
So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points.
4th down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph from Minnesota.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Now Greg Joseph for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out.
Joseph's got it.
And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Joseph now to kick this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And now off to the races down the right side. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. The 30. 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
But Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights and where he was looking to throw. He positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score.
Vikings 10. Brett Maher.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Nwogu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw it. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen.
And he will have the Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Again, it's Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. On play action, Cousins. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson
with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Joseph on for the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as it kicks away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there. A first down throw for Prescott.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and it shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
He'll fire it deep for Rager.
And incomplete on the deep ball. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost in real here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Cousins on first down. Being chased, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
So this game tied at the half, and if you wondered who would come up with the first big play of this third quarter, we have our answer.
Well, in basketball, you know how they tell you to have active hands defensively? I think the same thing applies here. Nice job there prying the ball free. And now the guys have a chance to take the lead if they can put something together. The beauty of doing it in football, you don't get called for a foul if you hit their arms.
To about the 35, second down.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Elliott going to get it again on second down.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. But Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Prescott to throw on 4th.
Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
And the Cowboys first down.
Prescott from the gun.
And he'll go right back to Lamb. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Prescott on 1st down.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Offense was moving a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
To the air again, Prescott. Open man is Noah Brown. And he's got some space here. The 20. 10.
He's still on his feet.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Vikings 17. Brett Maher taking off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who...
And a 3rd interception thrown by Cousins.
Picked up by Malik Hooker.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So they took their shot. That was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And 2 of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ferguson. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back...
Oh, Prescott stripped. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Throwing. Prescott. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Prescott on 4th down. Touchdown! Michael Gallup on the receiving end from Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Ed one told me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll look to throw now on first down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. This spot in the 4th quarter.